Hey. I'll take you on the other side if I may. So I think I can be confident in guessing that you behind me are not Jessica.
No.
Yes? Although here's the thing, I have met a male Jessica once before.
Oh, wow, that's
So
impressive.
I'm like, oh, I'm just gonna be cautious on this one here. So it's Jessica and
Sylvan.
I was gonna guess that.
I'm sure of it.
Sidvan, how do you spell it?
Silvan.
Sylvan, okay.
Yeah, it's a bit rare to hear about the Sylvan. But and your name is
Biniam.
Binyam.
Yes.
Did you see? It's a bit rare too.
It is different, although the translation to my name is more common here. At Biniam is Benjamin.
Oh, okay.
So it comes from in my language it's Binyam. In the original Hebrew language it's Binyamin. And that's how we get Benjamin. Benjamin,
Ah.
Benjamin.
I love that.
Sylvan, can I guess where you're from?
Quebec.
Quebec.
Probably hear that.
I was gonna guess China, but I guess I was wrong. Oh, I tease, of course.
Yeah, that's for sure. It's China.
Well, there is a whole series of, I think it's a certain teaching style called the Sylvan Academy, but it's Sylvan instead of SIL.
Interesting.
Indeed.
I think it's from Germany, and in Germany it's a girl name.
Is that so?
I think.
I guess that is not common knowledge here in the Western world.
Definitely not.
So you can retain your uniqueness without,
Yeah, kind of thing.
definitely.
It's interesting because anywhere in America,
Yes.
they have this name.
You've never met another one.
Never, and I search kinda to another one.
Yeah.
They are all in Europe
Okay.
because I was curious. You know, it's like your name.
You're-
You don't know who is the same name, who have the same name of you.
Who has it? Yeah, I met a handful of Binyams before, so in my country it's more common. But
Interesting.
I find, once upon a time, speaking about names, they gave names based on something that the parents wanted you to be known for. For example, the meaning behind a name, if it was courageous, would be given to you because they're like, you'll be courageous in life and this will be your forecast, and that isn't what happens anymore, of course. But it still makes me think about what a passive process it is to receive a name. We didn't have any say in the name that was chosen for us, and yet it becomes a significant part of our identity.
Sure.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's almost like we're on the receiving end. We're saying, I guess this is gonna be what we're dealing with for the rest of our life. And so for those who have, now there are some people who will choose to change their name if it doesn't resonate with what they like.
Wow. Okay, she is more a Negaida. Negaida. It's her family name.
Yes.
Than the Jessica, that's for sure.
Okay.
What do you mean by that?
So you represent yourself more by your family name.
So my family name is the
Okay.
name of a tree.
Okay.
So you're saying I look like a tree?
Yes, totally.
Wait,
Jessica.
maybe there's a symbolic side to this. A tree that has deep roots, and so it's stable and foundational. Maybe, or for example, if I were likened to a bull, some would say either he's strong or he's stubborn. There's symbolic ways of seeing these different representations.
What is your family name?
My family name is Astris.
Astris?
Astris. ASRESS. Astris. So when I was young, because kids are kids, they like to play games with names, of course, and they'll say it's an ass rest you sit on. So, you know,
Oh, that's
just fun
so
thing.
neat.
I know, but that's how kids usually are, right?
Yeah,
But Astris is my family name. And I think the conviction I've come to in reference to receiving names, once upon a time, it was probably something that was forecast and saying, this is the direction you have to go in life. Here's what you're passively receiving by way of vocation, career, or identity. I subscribe to something different now where I say, you make your name your legacy. For example, consider a name that has bad connections. Adolf, for example.
Yeah.
When you hear the name Adolf, you think Adolf Hitler, right? But imagine someone whose name is Adolf. And if that's the reference, I think they have a fantastic opportunity, if they have that kind of drive, to say, I'm going to put a new meaning to this name. I know that there are some names of individuals when I was younger whom I did not care for because they were mean, right? So Tabitha was a girl when I was young who, she was not fun to be around. And so in my mind, I associated Tabitha with negative feelings. So if I met a Tabitha, already I have preconceived ideas. I don't like this name. I don't know if I like this person. Until I meet a Tabitha that is amazing. And I say, okay, they've helped me move on. It's an interesting process, I think.
It really is. I've never viewed it like that, but it's true that. Yeah, no, it's very true. I also have preconceived ideas or certain names. That's true.
And in some sense, it's almost not fair to that person because they never got a fair chance to redeem themselves. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Whereas, I mean, that's a common challenge that we all have. But I really am, I like the idea that we can challenge how people are going to think about us, not by our name, but by our character. So whenever that name is said, for example, if people who meet me meet another Binyam, they're thinking about me. This plays in a not so good way though, and I'll tell you how. I'm the oldest of 6 kids. Oldest of 6 kids. Between me and my youngest sister is 22 years difference. Same mom and dad.
Wow.
So my personality is very expressive. I'm very open. I communicate very well. I make connections very easily. People had high expectations that I fulfilled, and so I was very popular in some sense growing up. My poor siblings, my brothers and sisters, grew in my shadow, literally. So in school, the teachers would say, oh, you're Binyam's brother or sister. And then what would happen is expectations that I had set for myself personally would be put on top of them. And the unfortunate part is they're different from me. And so now they're exactly. So they never were given that opportunity to become their own people that is different from me, you know, and so it also plays sometimes in a way that isn't helpful.
Beautiful.
You
Yeah.
literally see things differently. In a way, I'm so impressed right
Thank
now.
you. I'm enjoying the conversation, Sylvan. I'm happy to share my perspectives. These are just ideas, and I think why my life is very colorful and rich.
You
is-
are, definitely.
I can see that. You have a great personality.
You are colorful. Like literally, we asked for a Uber, not a, I don't know, like a shiny god.
Shiny god.
I don't know. Like,
Oh, you're very gracious. You're very gracious.
I was sleeping
Yes.
in my emotion, in my head.
Yeah.
Now you're awake.
I'm so awake.
I'll tell you why I like doing what I do. I do what I do because I like encouraging people and the opportunities that we get to connect with people unexpectedly. When we have those opportunities, it's meaningful to be able to take a moment and say, I see you. You're worthwhile interacting with. Your perspectives are valid. Your experiences are very important to understand, you know, and so that's what compels me.
Big heart.
Thank you. Thank you.
I'm without COVID.
That's okay.
I really appreciate your time with us.
The pleasure is mine. The pleasure is mine.
Can you keep our Uber information? Keep all the information.
I will ask you if you're happy. Here, let me. I'll give you an opportunity. I love being able, like when I'm not driving Uber, I put a lot of information and videos on the internet where I talk to people about this is what is meaningful for me. I like to encourage others because I don't think many people have access to this level of connecting, you know? So I'm gonna make, especially now, I know. If you're open to it, if you're open, now please say no. And if one of you says no, that'll be a happy no for both of you for me. But if you're open to it, if you're willing, let me share the conversation we had on the internet.
Oh, for sure.
I asked just because I like offering models for others to watch and say, that's encouraging. Maybe I can try this in my own small way. The reason I asked for permission, it's not everyone's desire to be on the internet because some people value their privacy, and that's why I say I really value a no answer as well. Just if you're interested or willing, I'd be more than happy to share our conversation on the internet. But I wanted to understand it's a video, so they would be able to see you. If you value your privacy, if you're shy, I want to honor that too. So feel free to say no.
Me, I'm okay with it. You okay with it?
But I mean, sorry, but I have not understand the part.
That's okay. That's okay.
So basically, yeah, he recorded our conversation, like this whole interaction,
I
and he's
have a
asking
security camera in my car.
over there.
Yeah,
as you
so
can see.
security camera.
And he usually